Why is wrestling so hard? Something that has occurred to me over the past few years is simply this. Wrestling is an individual sport, as we all know. However, it's much more different, and I would even say difficult, than the other individual sports. For example, in an individual sport like bodybuilding, you're totally in control over yourself. The weights never change. The types of lifts never change. The competition doesn't. Gymnastics is pretty much the same way. Once you have your level 8 routine and you've practiced it for 2 years, you go to a tournament and you've got your level 8 routine, and then you perform this routine in a very controlled environment that never changes. Whereas in wrestling, to stick with the gymnastics analogy, no one's trying to double leg me off the balance beam. No one's pushing me right before I do my dismount. No one's underhooking you and snapping your head down before you do your final run of your floor routine. Wrestling, your competition is certainly interrupting your best laid plans. And that's the reason wrestling, a lot of it comes down to a fight. No matter how skilled you are with, let's say, a head snap to a duck under, you're not practicing on a dummy. You're practicing on a moving target that's resisting, and right before you try to score, they move, or they might underhook you. And they will certainly interfere with your ability to score. So a lot of times when you might be able to drill something perfectly, but in a match, wrestling can oftentimes look very ugly. And a lot of people call it scrambling. I don't know about all that. I think that's just my opponent fights and I fight back. He fights back, I fight back. He fights back, I fight back. And it's just a mess, and it's a fight, and it is a struggle, and I find a way to win. Sure, sometimes I might hit a clean ankle pick, and it looks like the guy wasn't trying, or he was standing there like a drilling partner. But for the most part, wrestling is a fight. So drill perfectly, but understand that in practice, in competition, it's going to be oftentimes, not very pretty. I'm trying to score. I'm trying to take him down, ride him, get away. He's trying to take me down, ride me, get away. And there's a lot of fight there involved. So keep that in mind. If you get frustrated because your wrestler or your son isn't scoring cleanly, he's never ever going to, at least not against the guys worth beating.